No, he's hesitant. Hurry up! Let him know! Hurry up!
The property, taking pictures of employees, vehicles, and the property. They're not aware of who he is. They haven't approached him. He's wearing a hat, dark jacket, or sweatshirt. Appears to be a white male.
There we go. There it is. There's the call. Now we wait. There they come. 2 units.
Alright guys, pay attention, because this documentary starts the same way so many controversial police encounters begin. Not with a crime, not with violence, but with suspicion. A man holding a camera becomes a target before he even says a word. Dispatch immediately labels him as a possible hazard, officers begin tracking his movements, and within seconds the narrative is already being written against him. And that's the dangerous part. In modern policing, perception often comes before facts. The moment somebody looks out of place, authorities start building a story around them. But here's what changes everything in this case. The citizen knows his rights. He understands the law better than the people attempting to intimidate him. And the second knowledge enters the situation, the entire balance of power begins to shift. Because authority without legal grounding collapses fast when somebody refuses to surrender through fear alone.
It's not even an entrance. It's an exit. Now you're blocking the exit. Hey, you know that's an exit, right? It's an exit only.
Yeah, it's private property.
Yeah, you probably shouldn't. You probably shouldn't be on the exit.
Don't worry about me.
Yeah, I'm worried about you.
How
Yeah,
are you doing today?
I'm all right. What's your name and badge number?
Yeah,
I don't like your f***ing attitude already.
It's okay.
All right. I don't like your attitude already. You're already parked like an asshole, dude.
So see the way that you're interacting with me? That brings my attitude.
Oh,
So,
it does?
Yeah.
Oh, your
you know that
attitude.
because you do this all the time.
I do?
Yeah.
You don't even know who I am.
Anyways.
Anyway, what's your name, badge number? I can't say it with the... How do you spell that? How do you say that?
Zaire.
Zaire. Do you have a badge number?
Right here. 112.
I like that badge. It's nice. Yeah.
Thank you.
Yeah.
All right. So I'm going to assume you don't want to produce any ID.
What do you think? Do I have to?
No, you don't have to.
All right. So why would you ask?
Lies. Thanks.
Why would you ask? Because you can.
Because I can.
Because you can.
Exactly.
Yeah. Because people, right, like me know our fucking rights.
Right. But I have the same rights as you. So if I.
No, right now you don't.
If I
no,
want to
yours
ask
are very limited.
ID number.
Yeah.
Your ID.
Yeah.
Your license.
Yeah.
I can.
Yeah.
Okay. You said no.
Yeah. Good. All right. Bye. Stop blocking the entrance like an asshole.
I'll park there if I want.
Yeah, I know you will. And I'll do what I want.
Now watch carefully how quickly this interaction turns aggressive. The officer blocks an exit, claims private property, and immediately adopts a confrontational tone instead of a professional one. There's no attempt to educate, no effort to de-escalate, only pressure. But the citizen refuses to panic. Calmly, he asks the questions most people are too nervous to ask. What's your name? What's your badge number? Am I legally required to identify myself? And suddenly the officer hesitates. That hesitation matters. Because the moment law enforcement admits, no, you don't have to provide ID, the entire encounter changes direction. The demand was never about legality. It was about compliance. And this is exactly how countless citizens get manipulated every single day. Fear creates obedience. Confusion creates submission. But knowledge destroys both. The citizen stays composed, the officer grows frustrated, and the intimidation tactics slowly begin to lose their power right in front of the camera.
My name is Ari. I'm one of the supervisors out here on this property.
Okay.
So the reason I'm here because we have numerous calls. Someone soliciting out here.
Okay.
Anything past that, you could go ahead, but this is ours.
Actually, this is the public right away. I'm going to have to go ahead and disagree with you. I have just as much right here to be here as anybody else does.
Okay. Do you have a name?
My name is Jeff.
Jeff. Ari. Yeah. Nice to meet you.
Nice to meet you.
Can you stand here while I make a couple phone calls?
Sure. Yeah.
Okay. Thank you, sir. I appreciate it.
Yes.
I'm gonna have to talk to my director. You're fine.
Okay.
If anyone comes across, have them call me. I know what to tell them.
Okay. Thank you.
Thank you for your service.
Yeah, I was originally over there. They told me to come over here.
Fine.
All right. Thank you. All right.
Nassau County Sheriff's Department, Latark on the recorded line.
Hey, this is Director from Million Island Plantation. How are you doing?
Good, how are you?
Pretty good. Have you guys got any reports of a homeless gentleman that is blocking the roadway in front of Long Point?
Not as of today, no, we haven't received anything.
Okay. Just talked to one of my officers out there. It's a guy that's holding up a sign saying homeless vet. God bless America, and he's soliciting people driving out of Long Point for money, approaching cars and standing in the roadway. Is there any way we could have somebody go check him out?
Yeah, of course.
We would take care of it, but he's outside of our jurisdiction. He's on the county right away. He's got a wooden box with him and then his sign, and his first name is Jeff. He wouldn't give my officer his last name.
Listen closely, because this is where the psychological pressure becomes obvious. The officer openly admits he asked for identification simply because he could. Not because a crime occurred. Not because detention existed. Not because the law demanded it. Just because he expected cooperation. And that single moment exposes a much bigger issue happening across the country. Too many people believe police requests automatically equal legal obligations. But they don't. Rights only survive when citizens understand where authority actually ends. The citizen in this encounter never screams, never threatens, and never escalates emotionally. Instead, he uses the most powerful weapon possible: calm confidence. Every answer is controlled. Every statement is deliberate. And with every lawful refusal, the officer loses leverage. That's why this footage matters so much. It reveals how fragile unlawful authority really is when somebody refuses to surrender out of intimidation. The entire encounter starts collapsing the second accountability enters the conversation.
To step out of the roadway and just for his safety and safety of the cars, and he said, "Nope, I'm standing right here." So,
Okay.
But no video camera as far as we can tell, and no weapons as far as we know.
Okay. All right, we'll get someone out there, okay?
Thank you.
Thank you. Bye.
What's up?
I'm trying to tell you, you have to go somewhere else next.
What's up?
You can't see this here. Hey, y'all probably choose.
Yes, sir.
You know,
You get it moving. I just got here. Get back in your sweet ass cruiser and get out of here. How do you say your name?
why is that?
Because you've made contact with me and you're a law enforcement officer. Shouldn't you have introduced yourself when you first made contact with me instead of telling me to get out of here?
Tell me why I am.
Because you got no business here.
Why don't I?
You don't have any legitimate business here.
Why don't I?
Well, maybe you do. You can hang out with me if you want, but I'm not going anywhere. You've already screwed up multiple times. You already said I'm on private property, which I'm not. You've already said I can't be here, which I can. And there's nothing you can do about it. So have a nice day. That's why I'm just saying.
Hey, keep it at that. Keep it at that.
Yeah, just get back in cruise and have a nice day.
Okay.
God bless you.
Then comes the turning point. Supervisors arrive hoping to regain control of the situation, but instead they walk directly into a legal reality they can't escape. The property they claimed was private turns out to include a public right-of-way. Suddenly the story starts changing. Now the citizen is described differently. Now the language shifts toward soliciting, blocking traffic, and causing concern. Notice how fast the justification evolves after the original claims fall apart. This is one of the oldest tricks in authority culture. When one accusation fails, replace it with another. But facts remain stubborn. The citizen calmly explains where he is standing and why he has every right to remain there. He doesn't argue emotionally. He doesn't insult anyone. He simply waits while officials verify the truth themselves. And once that verification happens, the energy changes immediately. Because the law is no longer on the officer's side, and everyone involved begins realizing it at the same exact time.
Hey, do me a favor. Yes, sir. Come on. Let's get it moving.
You get it moved. I just got here. Get back in your sweet ass cruiser and get out of here. How do you say your name?
And why is that?
Because you've made contact with me and you're a law enforcement officer. Shouldn't you have introduced yourself when you first made contact with me instead of telling me to get out of here?
So tell me why I gotta leave.
Because you got no business here.
Why don't I?
You got any legitimate business here.
Why don't I?
Well, maybe you do. You can hang out with me if you want. But I'm not going anywhere. You've already screwed up multiple times. You already said I'm on private property, which I'm not. You already said I can't be here, which I can. And there's nothing you can do about it.
Okay.
So have a nice day. That's why I'm just saying.
Hey, keep it at that. Keep it at that. Don't escalate it.
Just get back in cruise and have a nice day.
Okay.
God bless you.
I might say something for you.
And here's the most revealing detail of the entire documentary. Nobody can identify an actual crime. Think about that carefully. No weapons. No threats. No violence. No victim. No evidence of dangerous behavior. Yet multiple calls, multiple officers, and multiple confrontations were still created around a citizen peacefully existing in public. That should concern every single person watching this video. Because once lawful behavior becomes suspicious behavior, constitutional rights start becoming optional depending on somebody's feelings. And feelings are not laws. The citizen understands this perfectly. He allows the officials to speak, listens carefully, and continues correcting false claims one by one. That strategy is devastating to unlawful enforcement because calm truth leaves very little room for escalation. Officers expecting emotional reactions suddenly find themselves trapped inside their own contradictions. And the more the citizen stays composed, the more obvious the confusion and misinformation become to everybody watching the encounter unfold in real time.